Hello everybody. Today I'm going to do a journal page, and I thought why not turn on the camera, and I got some mojo to do some art. And the other day, this all started because the other day I was watching Nina Ribena, and in one of her videos she showed these rulers that her son had gotten, and she was using them as well too to cut. Well, let me show them. Hers weren't like this, but similar. And these, when I saw this video, it reminded me, I go, my goodness, I have those rulers. Bought them, never used them. And there's even an insert in here as well too. There's the instructions. And this ruler comes with a water pen as well too. And I'll show you why in a second. And the packaging is, where did I put the packaging? Here it is. So it's this. They're called Perfect Tears, and perfectly torn edges, 6 different edges, and there's 3 rulers, and there's water pen makes tearing easy, and it's from Perfect Paper Crafting. So yeah, and I got these, oh my goodness, I think, oh dear, more than a year ago. So, and I completely forgot about them, never used them. So I'm using them for the first time. And I've already tried cutting some jelly prints. Now, I'm sure that you don't need the pen all the time. It depends what type of paper you're using. And it's trial and error. But I think if you use this, because then it has this really cool tip right there at the end. It's nice and it's hard, and it pumps up and down. So it'll get wet, and then you just run it. Well, I'll show you now. So my idea of this page was to use these strips in my journal page. So that's why I have been using them. I'm just going to put the journal to the side. This is a journal that I prepared with gesso. I already put some text on it from a child's book. And then I had this extra paint that I wanted to use up, because I used it up on this here. This I'll be cutting in strips now. I wanted some darker green onto this for the grass, and I already have some cut for the sky. So you guys will be seeing what I'm going to be doing. And I am using this new stamp from Delusions. It's called Putty Cat. It's written Putty. So cute. And I probably will be using this as well, which is called Fancy Florals. And always from Delusions. I got this on sale. I just did a haul video on these. And I might be using other various stamps that I have here to the side. Just to give you an idea while I'm doing the borders, what we can do with them as well too, other than using them on the journal page. So I'm going to put this journal to the side because it is a tiny bit damp from the glue. So that way we can make our strips. And I'm just going to show you on this piece of paper here how this ruler works. So that way, if you guys are interested, you know, and like Nina had them, she probably paid much less than what I paid for. But I really liked these at the time, so I'm going to try. Let me see which one I want to try. Oh, this one's cute. Okay. So I'm going to try this one here. And you just hold the ruler down. I'm on a tile. If you guys have, you know, those mats, the silicone mats or something, you can also put that underneath to, you know, hold it down better. So I'm going to get the pen, open, and I filled it up with, oh, what's that water called? I have it here in the distilled water, so that way if it sits in the barrel a lot, it's not going to turn out smelly. Well, hopefully not. So you just run, I hope you guys are seeing this, okay. You just run the pen along, and you're actually wetting the edges. You know what I wanted to try, actually, was doing it on the other side where there isn't paint. It would probably seep into the paper better and cut better. Now I find it difficult when it's a small edge, but because I don't want to waste the paper, so you're holding it down and just start, you know, ripping And look at the way it's coming out. Now, you'll have some difficulties along the way. Maybe the paper didn't get wet enough, or maybe you're pulling wrong. Like right here now, I'm going to be pulling wrong. And I'm going to grab it from this side here and start pulling down. Okay, because there isn't really much tension when you get to the end. See here, there's another little piece here that, you know what, I'm just going to leave because I think that looks really cool. And then you have, you know, a really rigged edge like that. So at this point, I would grab the nearest color you have to the, well, I want to use this green on it, but you can use, you know, a darker brown or StazOn timber brown, a black if you want to. You know what, let me cut the rest of the strip, and I'm going to use this again, this side here again. Should I do it like this? No, I have to do it like this. Okay, so I just want a small strip. I'm going to wet it again with the pen. You know what, let's try this side. It's an experiment. So this was just done a jelly print on, you know, school paper. These are papers that were left over in my kids' school, last year's school years, you know, that there was probably 3 or 4 pages at the end that weren't used. And so I would rip those pages out and then get rid of the rest, put it in recycling. So it's pretty easy. Just got to keep on holding the ruler down. Make sure it doesn't move. But I'm convinced that if you use something underneath other than, you know, a tile, it'll hold it down much better. I'm just going to go run it back again. Okay. And then make sure I'm still recording. Yes. And then just, oh wow, this was really easy. Look at that. Okay, you guys. So if you want to do your jelly prints, and because I'm positive that this is what was happening. On this side, the paint really doesn't seep into it. The water doesn't seep into it because there's the barrier of paint. But on the other side, it came out perfect. Like, look at that. Okay, I'm just going to set it aside a second to dry and cut another couple of strips. I'm going to use this ragged edge one here now. And you see this side here, you know what? I'm going to take advantage of just cutting, yeah, just using this as a strip like the way it is. But turn it over because it did cut better. Remember that. Take your pen. So like even Nina, the rulers, if you guys have other rulers like this, just try wetting a brush and running it along, because this is a great idea to wet it, and you know, it just rips so nicely. And there, I might need 3 strips of this, so I'm going to, but it is like a problem if you have, you know, I just don't want to waste paper. That's why, because I could have brought the ruler over. There must be a way around this somehow. Yeah. Little difficulty when you don't have, you know, a good amount of paper to grab onto. And you know what, maybe it just needs more wetting too, because that first piece really ripped good. Okay, you can see now that it's all wet too, and it's ripping perfectly fine as well. Oh, look at that. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, there's a couple pieces here that actually I could fix with my nail. Okay, and there we go. So I'm going to do this again on this side, get another strip going. And yeah, you guys, you know what? You might have to run the pen along twice. This is going to be a long video, huh, you guys? I hope you don't get bored with me. And because I wanted to show you this ruler most of all as well too. It's so cool. Thank you, Nina. Like, that reminded me of these, that they were stuck in the back of the drawer, not being used. Okay. See, pulling a good amount of paper, I'm going to wet this again because it's giving me a bit of difficulty here. There we go. Just have to probably wait for these things to dry. And there's another one. And I think I'm going to need another one, you guys, so have a bit of patience with me. There's a really cool one that I like a lot right here. Look at that. And I'm going to try that right here. Doesn't matter. In this project, it doesn't matter the way they are. But I do want to show you what I wanted to do with the stamps. You know, if you want to do, I love passing my time doing borders just to give away. Is there water in here? Yes, there is. In Happy Mail, it's really nice. You can do a little stack of them and make a little label, you know, saying border scraps or something like that. It's a really cute idea to give away some of your borders. And you know, you don't need this ruler to do these borders. You can do them by hand too with the scissors. So it gets a bit tough. So I'm going to go back and wet it again. Well, at least you guys are seeing, you know, me make mistakes. Yeah. And going to wet it all over again. Make sure that it's nice and wet. Me make mistakes, so that way you guys don't make the same ones. Then again, they're only scraps of paper. So, oh, look at that. You see it just moved. So I'm going to grab it from this side here. And what was going on? Look at that. The paper. Well, how was that possible? What did I do? Look at that. How is that possible that happened? Okay, well, I can glue that. Anyways, this is the strip that I'm going to be needing. Now, I'm going to show you another way that you can do these beautiful borders as well, too. Always using this ruler, but, okay, let me get this one here. Using this ruler, but what I would do is, would I cut it first? Or stamp it first? No, you know what? I'm going to stamp it first. So I'm going to get this stamp here, which I love. I love, love, love this stamp. It's so cool. I'm going to get, they don't stick though to them, but I like to use it just so I'm off the side here. Oh, you guys can see a little piece of it. Just so I can pat it down and not, you know, dirty my fingers with the ink. I put the ink on it, the re-inker. This was the pad that I needed the re-inker for in my other video. And so I'm just going to stamp. And it seems okay. I might need a little bit more. I don't know how much you put. But that came out okay. Again. And I'm just going to, along the side here, just giving you guys an idea of what you can do, you know. And if you don't have a long stamp, you can repeat, you know, a flower stamp. You can repeat stamps. Like I even got ready here. I'm going to put that to the side. Even these little rosette stamps that you could, these lace stamps. There's some more rosette and more lace stamps that you can use. This is a cool one to use here, this tire, these tire treads. Just do a line and then go and cut whatever shape you want. So in this case here, I wouldn't mind using this round one here and try to, you know, make it, or maybe this one here. Yeah, we can try that. So what should I do with this one? Because you have to see the design on this side. So I'm just going to wet it for now. And we're going to get to the journal right after I cut this. Now I think I'm going to have to put more re-inker in my pad. I already stamped the little cats on tissue paper. Some more. See, where there's more paint, you can tell that it's not going to rip that easily. Yeah, there we go. Okay, see that? Isn't that pretty? And then I would cut on this side as well to take this edge off. And you have a beautiful border, you know, that you can do anything with after. Yeah, you can do pretty much anything with it. Wetting it really good so that way it'll rip, which is kind of tedious because and I'm coloring my tile underneath. Okay, here it's a nice, well, it's a bit windy today. You guys can probably hear my sister's dog bark in her house here beside me. Okay, take this away, and there we have this cool border too. So, you know, you can use your fantasy. We're using stamps and, you know, cutting different types of shapes like this. I'm sure you can get, I can't remember where she said she got hers. But yeah, I'm sure you can find them. So I'm going to put this, set this aside for now. The ink pad right now I don't need. Bring back my journal page, and what I'm using today is Gelatos to do the background wherever it is. Back here. Okay, there we go. Set these aside there. I'm going to be using these strips now as well too, and I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to be using Gelatos, and I might be helping out with these just to use different colors. And I'm just going to do the sky and I'm doing the landscaping. That's what I'm doing. So I have here different colors ready of both. So I got blues for the sky, these different types of blues and light blues, and then greens for the grass. Okay, so I'm going to start with the grass, and I'm going to help myself with a wet brush. So just spread it around. Make this light green in the middle of it too. You can even do this with wet wipe. Actually, I might do it with the wet wipe now. Some of this. I really like these crowns. I wouldn't know of other qualities of crowns, but you know, these seem to do the job of what I see on the videos. And they were, oh my goodness, I think they were pretty expensive though. I think I paid almost 30 euro for these. I bought them in an art store in the next town over, which I was really happy to find back then, because he has lots of watercolors and types of watercolors and things. He's very, it's an art store. That's what it is. It's not a craft store. It's an art store. So I'm going to take the baby wipe and start mixing it up. And like I said, there was the you know, the stencil paint underneath, which looks perfectly fine. Okay, now I want to do is give it some texture. So I'm going to get this stencil here, and I'm going to get I don't think I used this green, so I'm going to use this green here and just run through the stencil a bit on a little piece here, and then go over it with the baby wipe, and let's see what happens. I like that. I like that. It's a bit wet. I'm gonna have to sit here and dry it now with the if I do it with my finger instead, wet it another tiny little bit. The baby wipe really helps it spread. That looks okay too. I'm going to do one down here. So while this is drying, we're going to do the yep, out you go. We're going to do the sky. Yeah, I really liked, I couldn't wait to use those little cats, and so I thought, you know what, a journal page is perfect. thinking, what else could I do? Just spreading a bit here, especially the borders, because yeah, kind of missed this corner completely. With your finger a bit wet, they spread really easily. But up until now, these crowns I've used mostly in a coloring book. So I just, you know, with the brush, wet the tip and use them like that, like watercolors. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this green. And get a clean baby wipe ready for the blues. Yeah, I'm really happy I saw Nina's video because it reminded me of these things, you know, and you can do so much with them. Imagine these little strips, you know, cut like this, even on a Christmas card, all done with golds and reds and pretty. Yeah, that's like me. I'll forget that I have things, and that's terrible. That's, you know, that shouldn't happen. We should be using the stuff we have, and because I have too much, probably. Yep, guilty as charged. Okay, put this blue. No, that's the same blues. Okay, let me try this. That, and I think I had a lighter blue. What happened to it? Let me see. What was that one there then? Okay. So you can just blend it a bit on the edges here. Oh, there is another color that I'll probably be using is a brown, and just to kind of and I do want to use a stencil here as well too. So what stencil? This one here. Let me see. Just going to give it a wipe here on the side. Make sure about the green paint that I'm not going to be finding it in the sky because I used the green paint last on this. So I think I'm going to get this darker blue here. And yeah, you know what? The gelato spreads better on a stencil. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, let me continue doing that. Just wetting my finger with the baby wipe and going over it with my finger. Because the baby wipe does actually take a lot off and it wets it too much. Down here, just a touch. You might want to, you know, clean off your stencils after using them with gelatos like this, because it could clump up into, especially if they're small ones. Yeah, so I was saying it's pretty windy here today, but well, no, I'm not comfortable just wearing short sleeves now. I need a little jacket. But like, if for you guys, this would probably be beautiful weather still. Like my kids are still wearing t-shirts, but when they go outside, they put on a jacket. Because I'm not going to turn on my heating until, oh gosh, even January. It doesn't get that cold here. But the only problem here is the houses are of cement, so you kind of feel a bit of humidity. I'm going to give this a quick dry. Sorry, you guys. Just want to make sure. Yeah, so yesterday a friend of mine came over and we spent, oh my goodness, we spent about 2 hours. Well, probably about 3 in total, but we spent about 2 hours. She has been asked to do a little booklet on macrame, but in English. So I'm helping her out, you know, in translating for all the steps that there is. And she has every step has a picture, and like yesterday we translated a flower, a mandala flower done in macrame and beads. And then we did, what was the other thing? A keychain. Okay, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start gluing down the strips now. Oh, I said brown. Yes, brown, brown. Let me get a brown so I can show you what I mean about, I want to make a little kind of, I'll get this one too, kind of like the cat, one of the cats will be sitting higher up here. So I kind of want to make a little hill to say. No, see, that's taking it completely off there now. So yeah, the baby wipe just takes too much off. I'm going to bring some green back because I kind of screwed that up. It's just you got to keep on wetting your finger too. And just around here too, I'm going to just scribble. There we go. I'm wondering if I get a paintbrush and try doing this. I'm not very that experienced with these type of crowns or things like that, like the gelatos as well too. I've used the gelatos a lot, but oh, I see people do amazing stuff with gelatos. Wet my finger again. Should I do another little one here? Just to make it look a bit, you know, not realistic, because it's far from realistic, but it's kind of, how would you call it? Like the style of the cats. They're, you know. My finger. Yeah, there we go. That's enough. I'm not going to do any more for now on the page. So I'm going to set these crowns aside here. Get rid of this. And what I should be doing is I got to attach the cat that's going to go on this side. I have to do now before I start laying down the strips of grass, because this is actually going to be grass. I might have to cut it thinner because some of them are going to go in front of her. So I might have to even rip them even smaller. So I'm going to put one here and then one here. And I'll kind of fix her up with the black pen after. I'm calling them her, I know. I'm thinking of putting a small one here. So yeah, this one has to be attached right away, and this one as well too. This one, the grass is not going to be going over here, so I'm going to put her away and get these two attached. Have a brush here, clean it off, and my glue. Okay. You know what? I would like to try thinking this way. Yes. You know, I'm hoping not to disturb. Yeah, you see, I'm already disturbing the gelatos underneath. So I don't know, you guys, at this point, not doing a video, having the time, or you know, editing the video, but maybe spraying something. And I'm not sure on how transparent this tissue paper is going to be, so I might have to even, you know, help it out with some gelatos again, going around it after it dries. See that? They're going to have to see once it dries. And naturally I used, you know, the archival ink so it doesn't smear. Yeah, I get lots of tissue paper from shoe boxes and things like that, and it might not be the right type to use. I'm sorry, you guys, I was a little bit off. So that's the way it's going for now. And yeah, I'm gonna have to, oh dear. It's because you want to save on fussy cutting as well too. And I'm gonna put the little one, the little guy here. You know what, I'm gonna try to rip as much as I can around him. Clean off my finger first because it's already full of glue. Can you hear the wind? And I just ruined him. No, that's impossible, as my brother would say. He's called Hoss. It's impossible. Where is... I'm looking for, no, I can't salvage this one. I'm looking for the other ones that I did. Where are they? I can't find them. I can't believe this. I got to do another one. Okay, let me get the tissue paper and the ink and the stencil. No, not the stencil, sorry, the stamp. So this guy is going there. And that. Okay, which one was I using? The polka dot one is really cute too. Yeah, the polka dot one or that one doesn't make a difference. They're all cute. Okay, so I'm going to get a piece of tissue paper. And I'm just going to put this piece of paper underneath so I can just stamp it off here. It's nice and soft. Okay. And I was stamping on a mouse pad as well too. But I guess because these stamps are new as well too, sometimes they don't stamp nice and dark. Or like I said, maybe I didn't put enough, re-inker on the pad. So I have to figure that out as well too. When I did my StazOn re-inker, it turned out to be really sticky and I don't know why. That's no good. Got to do that again. You guys, I'm going to do it off to the side here because I think I have to do it with, let me get this stamped again. Oh, you guys, my stamping never turns out good. I always wreck it. I always, goof up on it. My terrible stamper. See, that didn't even come out good. But I really like the idea of, being able to stamp on a tissue paper. And, okay, that's okay. I don't care if there's the middle that's... I'm not going to bother with it anymore. This is the way it came out, you guys. Even the little tummy on the inside got a bit smudged. Okay, that should be dry now. And I'm just going to rip here around the stamp. And I'm not going to worry about, making that same mistake now because the video is going to be too long. And I have to fix this one up anyways with the color around it. So just a little bit here on the sides. And on the bottom. Okay, so it's going to be, yeah, just about there. Okay, put some glue and down we go. Okay, in the meantime, I'm going to start, can I start with the sky? I think I can, yeah. So I'm going to get these strips here and start. I'm wondering what color to use to go around the edges. So what color am I going to use? Dear. I don't know if I should use this. I'm just gonna rub it in here, and I'm not going to, you know, go crazy on making it dark, but just a little bit to, you know, emphasize the edges a bit. Now this, you could see, was cut by, one side was cut by the ruler and one side was just stripped by hand. Okay, get another one here. This was, I think, also cut by the ruler. Really cool, look at that. Like, I like on this one here that there's no repeating pattern, it's just all scribbly. Here. And for the green grass strips that are going to go this way, I'm going to put a dark green. I love this copper that's on this jelly print here. Okay, in some places there's just a bit too much, because I can go over it after with the, rip that. Do I need another one? Get a little piece right here. Sorry about my arms, you guys. So yeah, I've been feeling really good. Mind you, I'm still, like, this morning I'm taking it easy. I'm not doing anything in the house, so probably, you know, do a bit of laundry in the afternoon. But yeah, I've been kind of active in the morning, but then in the afternoon, just taking it easy. And actually, I'm not, you know, doing nothing. I'm doing right now a baby blanket that's grandmother's garden quilt type of thing, hexagons. And I'm doing that by hand. So while I'm watching something and relaxing in the afternoon, I'm just, you know, passing my time doing this blanket so I can get it. Cut that. Put that there. Okay. Let me do the edges here. I really like this glue that I'm using. It's an Italian-made glue. It's from Kyoto. Kyoto is a company that does all different types of crowns and markers and things like that here in Italy. Now, I'm not sure if it's Italian, but I think it is. And they have this glue that's very nice, but I noticed that it takes a lot longer to dry than other glues. So I have to use the heat gun, you guys. I'm sorry. I know it's I can't block it out. But I can't continue unless I dry it. Okay. I like the way that's coming. I'll probably do a bit of stamping as well too. I want to get this cat really good right now because of wanting to color over it now again. Spread this glue. Yeah, I am kind of putting it on thick as well too, so spread it around a bit. Yeah, I could do stamping, more stamping if I want to. Oh dear. Let me get this. I'm just too much in a rush here. Not sticking the things down properly. You know what? I can stick down the other cat now. in the meantime as well too. And this time I'm going to use this. It's a tissue glue from Deco Art. This is the one that I've always had. I've ordered. I have their new. I think it's a new bottle. New type of bottle. This is the old type. So I'll put this guy. I wanted to put him up higher like that. Yeah, okay. See, so that way I can fix up around him as well too. This glue dries much more faster, and it's really good on tissue paper too. It's not only for napkins. I forgot I had it. Just put some on top. And fix that up now. So that way I can fix them up both, and I can start putting down, inking the sides of the grass, and then putting them down as well too. So to ink the sides of the grass, I'll be using here, this one here. It's a Fern Green by Archival Ink. I'm gonna get a sponge. See what I'm doing, you guys? I'm cutting. Sometimes I'll use the edge. Like this edge is hard because I probably used it for white paint. So I'll just cut that, snip that, and continue trying to use, you know, these little pieces of sponges for this type of stuff here. So I'm gonna grab one here. And you know what I said, first of all, I said that I was going to make them smaller. Yeah, because it should be grass. I don't want, you know, the grass to be too thick. So take the the sponge and ink your edges. There we go. Now once it's down, if I find that it's not evident, would you say that it's not that much showing the green, once it's down here on the other green, I can always go over it with another marker as well too. Get the, you know, the similar color. And I don't have water markers, but I notice if I put the finish on it, like if I cover this whole page up after with even white glue or you know, a varnish, a finish, I can still go over with it with the markers and kind of smear them even though they're not water markers. You know, give them a little smear with your finger. Which I probably might be doing, huh? See, these ones are still wet. I gotta stop using that glue if I'm doing a video. If I'm not doing a video, it's fine, but I'm gonna rip this apart as well too. And ink the sides. Something I probably could have gotten ready before as well too. You always think you're ready to go when you turn the camera on. Instead, I'm getting my fingers green here. Oh dear, my son, he started sneezing. He has allergy problems, and we're all going through the process of, you know, with seeing what it is that because he only started about couple of months ago with this, you know, business of constantly sneezing, waking up from bed and sneezing. Like he's still in bed, he still gets up and you know, he's there sneezing, and it takes him sometimes, you know, in the morning he's getting ready for school, and And, you know, it turns out that he's getting there late because of this continuously sneezing. So we're hoping that it's not the animals that he's allergic to. I don't know if it would make a difference, but Dory and the cats, they come over here in my art room to sleep at night. They are around during the day, but like they never go into the kids' room. So I'm wondering if it would make a difference. But like, yeah, we're just hoping that it's not the animals, because I don't know what I would do. I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to go there right now. If I had to, because I would naturally, you know, give up the animals for my kids. But I'd be heartbroken. I would be totally heartbroken, because I know what Dory, like when I was in the hospital, it was the kid said she would continuously go from room to room looking for me. And, you know, it would be like she'd leave the room and kind of moan, cry, because she didn't find me in that room. I can't tell you what she did when I came home from the hospital. We thought it was best that I get into bed, because she has, you know, the thing of jumping on top of you when she says, she does it to me every morning. She has to jump on top of me every morning to say hello. And yeah, it was the best thing, because even though she got on the bed and she was so excited to see me, she didn't hurt me, because I had, you know, my stitches and things were still fresh on my stomach. So yeah, I'm hoping it's not that. I'm hoping it's not that, or if it is, and you know, it could be resolved with medication. You know, because Rosario already started. He goes, no, he goes, I'm not going to get rid of her just because I have allergies. I go, well, we have to see, you know, what's going on. We have to get rid of her. You know, I'd be, like I said, I'd be heartbroken. I don't want to think about it. I just do not want to think about it. And this glue is taking so long to dry. Well, no, it's not that bad. This one here. They're so cute. I love these cats. You know, the tissue paper drying is getting pretty transparent. I'm happy about that. Okay, I think I can go over it now a bit with the, gonna get a baby wipe ready here to wet my fingers so I can smear right here. Okay, so right around here, wet my finger. See, it right away blends right in with the, you know, the tissue paper covering it up. So who didn't know, but I'm sure all you guys knew. This is the way you can fix it up. I'm just going over it with one color now, but I will be going over it with the others as well too. Actually, get another one here. Smear it there and here. Okay. With my finger. See, already looks better, you guys. Now I'm going to just go over her ears here with the blue and around her cheek. Make sure you don't use the same finger as you did with the green. Spread that in a bit more. Okay. If you find it's too much, you can go over it with the baby wipe to take some off. Okay, I'm going to do him or her. Him or her. Yeah, I don't mind that, you know, smudge in her stomach. It's okay. We can live through it, really. Take this and smudge it. And voila! See that, you guys? You don't see the tissue paper anymore. Like I said, you can take some off, just dabbing with the thing and then smearing. Okay. And now for you, my darling. Let's see if you guys are seeing that. Push over just a touch more. Look at the mess I have, huh? Okay, I'm going to put my greens here because I'm going to need those. Take that aside. And I just cleaned up before I did the video. It's like you always have so much on your desk. I don't know how some people do their videos. So, oh my gosh. They're so tidy. Drives me crazy. I like to be tidy, you guys, but it's like when I'm arting, I get really messy. When I'm cooking, I get really messy as well too. So yeah, just dabbing it with the take that off a bit there, and take the blue crown. Her face isn't bad, actually. I'm going to take this darker one here. But just to kind of blend in everything again, I'm going to wet my finger and go on. So the same thing I'm doing with the gelatos, I do with the crowns as well too. Then, take those away. Get a marker here. Well, there we go. And I can go around and fix this all up, make it all. It would have to be a marker that works, you guys. And I have a few, so I will find something. Let me see here. See this one? This is a different one. There we go. It might be as well too that it's still kind of, you know. This kind of came, the stamping came all kind of crinkly because the paper was crinkled. Now I think this is something I can probably do, you know, at the end, but just to show you guys when your stamping doesn't come out good. Naturally, this is fine for me because it's not all detailed, but yeah, I would kind of be worried if it would be a detailed thing because I'm not really good at, you know, doing freehand stuff. Like I'll go out of the lines. But this isn't bad. This is pretty easy to fix. Yeah, I could get a finer one and like fix the details on the face and things like that. But for now, I'm just going to, you know, go on with the video. I'm going to dry this a bit with the, yeah, I'm just going to go on with the video, you guys, because I don't want to waste more of your time here with this, because I can fix that after. So I'm just going to dry it because I don't want to smear it. And then I can start putting in the grass. Oh, I got to stamp the flowers. So I'm wondering if I don't know if I want to put the flowers in anymore, you know. I'm thinking of this one here. If I stamp it here Um, I have these ones here. You can stamp that one there. Let's turn them around like that, so that way. This one I can do again. I'm so worried that they won't come out good as in stamps. Because I'm wondering if what I should have done so, and these would go like, you know what I want to create is the cats hiding behind the grass. Okay, take that away. Just drawing them out here. Okay, so I'm gonna get this glue again, and actually I want to put it in a little dish so that way I can dip it directly into here instead of squirting it out of the bottle there. Yeah, so the stamping is going to have to wait for now. And see, already when I put the first one on, okay, you guys aren't seeing that, just a second, but when I put them on, they're kind of, you know, mimetizing in the background, so I will probably go over them with a marker. It could be a dark green marker, it could be a brown marker. Whoop, you come back here. And this fly has been bugging me all morning. Let me bring her up a bit. Right in front of her face. That's perfect. I like that. Now this stamp set has really cute, you know, scriptures. One is if a cat had a phone. If cat had phones, they wouldn't answer. And the other one says, okay, only my cat understands me. I'm going to turn that around. Rip that now. Okay. Oh dear, I'm sorry if I'm boring you guys. There we go. And just put another piece here. Do I have any more? I don't think so. Not inked up at least. But yeah, I like that. I like that. You know, yeah, I haven't tried this yet. The idea in my head, you don't know if it's going to come out good at the end or not. But I do like it. Kind of whimsical. That's the word I was looking for before, was whimsical. Okay, I'm going to put that in there. And sorry guys. Now I'm wondering, I want to try something, and we're going to try it together so that way you guys can see as well too. Because I'm worried that the stamps aren't going to show up here, the archival ink, I'm going to try dabbing the stamp with paint. Oh dear, my battery. Hope it doesn't go. Okay, let's go really quick here. So let's try. I need a sponge brush. How about this? Okay, and I need another container. And I need my black paint. It's right here. It might come out a bit smudgy. So I'm going to get a piece of paper here. Any piece of paper. There. These are tryouts that I was doing for my grandchild's boxes that I'm going to be doing for. So, let's try. I'll probably be happier with this type of result and not the result that, you know, the ink pad gives me. And that's perfect. Oh, perfect. Okay. I guess I'm just going to have to, you know, wash the stencil off very, very good. I'm going to put another one here. And another one here. Use the other half of the, put it down. Right here. Another one here. Okay, so what we're going to do now is try this nice big flower. Should put this underneath it. There we go. I feel more safer. Well, it kind of blocks the stamp too from moving. And you can wipe down the background here. Okay, and take this and plop a nice big flower. So I'm using actually 2 stamps of what's her name? Delusions from Diane Reevely. That's right. Dinah. Okay, and oh, I did have another one here. I'm gonna have to put just a touch more of paint. So I can continue. Got lots of cleaning up to do when I close the video. I have a really soft toothbrush that I use to clean stuff. Like stamps, especially my wood stamps. Okay, these ones. Okay, you guys, if the video just blocks right out, I will be going around with the marker, then, you know, the edges, darken the edges up. And I could, if I wanted to, that was still a bit wet. See the mess I make, you guys? I am terrible. I could, if I wanted to, get a little scissor here, even color the flowers. I would have to naturally, you know, do them with gesso first and then, but you know what? I'm liking the way that looks now. I know colored flowers would probably look much better. And so what I meant to you guys about using markers would be, do I have one here? Probably not. No. Tombow, no. Those are pastels. Well, you know, you can use pastels as well too. But I was looking for my markers, and I can't find them here. And anyways, you know what I would have to do? So I've got this brown one, and I would go around it, which isn't working all that well. So I would emphasize all the things, or I can even do it with what I really like a lot. And you know, I don't see many people using them, is the charcoal pencil. I love using that and then rubbing it in, and it just makes it look so smudgy and so, here it is, this one here. This is my favorite charcoal pen, and I think we have to go because it's still recording. But yeah, this is what I would do. And this would be after I put on the final coat to seal everything. And like I said, I could see these flowers being all colored and everything. So I just wanted to show you what these stamps look like on a page. And I'm still going to do quite a bit of work here. But obviously my battery is running low, you guys. And I am so sorry that I have to cut it short. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you enjoyed my company. And yeah, try getting those rulers. You can do really cool strips out of them. These will be emphasized even better once I have the black around them. And like I said, I'm probably going to go for coloring these flowers. So everybody have a great day, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.